koi fish. So pretty. 안녕하세요. 저는 대근이입니다. 반갑습니다. Please excuse my horrible Korean. I'm using it because today was my last day of Korean class. It's a little sentimental for me. I just completed Korean 201. Most people will move on to Korean 202 to fulfill their 4 semesters of foreign language requirement. I won't be doing that. I am a Kokua student. Kokua is a program here at the University of Hawaii at Manoa for students with disabilities. As much as I hate that term, apparently it's the politically correct term for things like dyslexia, ADHD. It provides opportunities to learn. So for example, they have note takers in class. You can take tests in the Kokua Center. They give you extra time to take it. And I try not to utilize those because I don't want to think of myself as disabled. They don't think of me as disabled, at least I hope they don't. But the fact that they keep referring to my differences as disabilities makes me really angry sometimes. Especially because my former Kokua advisor was very adamant about having me drop out of Korean. She kept saying, I think it's really hard for you, I think you should drop out, you'd have a much easier time doing this. I was indignant after a while because I just wanted to say, no, I can do this, I know it's hard. But if I dropped out of something, if I quit every single time something was hard, I'd be nowhere in life. I continued on purely out of spite and because I didn't want my hard work to go to waste. And I think the next week I had a test and I did well. I'll admit it is a lot harder for me to do regular schoolwork, to be in a classroom situation than it is for other kids. I am known for working much harder than most students, and I still don't get as good of a grade. I finally gave in and agreed to taking a foreign language substitute class sometime in the near future because the last couple semesters I intended to major in psychology. I didn't know this, but in order to declare a psych major, you need a minimum grade point average. I didn't know that. I was just completing the prereqs, and Korean was really, really hard for me, so I just told myself, at least I'll pass the psychology classes to do well in my Korean classes. And right when I completed the prereqs, did the paperwork, I found out that because I didn't have an adequate GPA for psych, I wasn't able to declare my intended major. I'll be honest, that sucked. I was pissed. I still think I have the capacity to do Korean 202. It's hard, but because I had to switch majors, I had to go back to English rather than psychology. I would rather be able to focus on that and make sure that I excel than put so much time and effort into Korean 202 that I don't do as well in the classes I really should be focusing on. A little pissed about how things turned out. I realized as we were finishing up the final review that I'm not going to see these people regularly. I'm not going to have my Korean Sunsingnim, my teacher, around. I had a good time, but things turned out how they did. I can't go back and change the past. It was a learning experience for me. What I really like about that Sunsingnim was she was one of the few teachers who recognized that I was working hard and that my grades did not reflect my effort adequately. She recognized on the tests that even though I got a 55% on the first one, she didn't just write me off as inadequate. She said, I know how hard you are working. I know it is hard for you. I almost broke down crying because she knew. She understood. I can't tell you how good that felt. For any of you watching this who have those kinds of disabilities, as I hate that term. Who decided that that was the politically correct term? You'll know how good it feels. And again, with the Kokua program, I appreciate the idea, I appreciate the opportunities that it provides for students with differences, but we're not disabled, we're different. And I keep rambling, but the point of this vlog was to say that it was a good run. I'll miss my Hangugo Suobi. Good luck to me on pursuing my major. And if anyone calls you disabled, give them a mental slap in the face saying, no, I'm not disabled. We're not disabled, we're not inadequate, we're different. We have so many different skills that are not recognized in a classroom. I don't really know how to end this video other than maybe showing you more videos of the koi. Look at the koi fish! Thanks for watching, thanks for listening to my thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a phenomenal day. Bye guys.